All right, guys, welcome back. This is Moses, the fitness master, number one fitness marshal, and your fitness general. So today we're going to be looking at sustainable weight management strategies. See, when it comes to weight management strategies, a lot of people uh, employ methods, means, or approaches which are not actually sustainable. You hear people who say like, I lost 10 kg last 3 months, and after that 3 months, in a couple of 1 or 2 months, I gain about 15 or even 20 kg. You know why that actually happened? It happened because they did not have, these people did not have a sustainable weight management strategy, or they did not adopt a sustainable weight management strategy. Hence the reason why it happened the way it happened. So under this, we're going to be looking at, balancing health, habits, and lifestyle for long-term success. You see, I've always mentioned repeatedly and, stood on it on this platform to say that when it comes to fitness, when you are starting fitness, be it instantly or every area, whether you're working on weight loss, weight management, you're working for building muscles, powerlifting, or athletic performance or injury prevention, you must have it in your mind that long-term goal should be your biggest priority in fitness. How can I adopt this particular approach? Is it a long-term approach? If it's not a long-term approach, or if it's not an approach that can produce result for the long term, produce a sustainable result on the long term, then that approach is most likely going to be a faulty approach, and that approach is not an approach that you should actually work with. So, sustainable weight management is not about quick fixes and, fad diets like we said in during a 100-day fitness blueprint. It has to do with the process of achieving and maintaining a healthy body weight over a long term through balanced nutrition, consistent physical activity, behavioral modification, as well as lifestyle choices that support your overall well-being. So what this means is that, for sustainable weight management, it entails one, long term, it can be achieved on the long term through balanced nutrition. That means your nutrition must be balanced. It should not be in a zigzag manner. Today is down, tomorrow is up, then the other day it plunges into the ocean. Then consistent physical activity. That means your physical activity level or your physical activity calendar should be consistent. Then your behavioral modification, it should also be consistent as well, or it should be the one that does not conflict itself. Then lifestyle choices, you should be deliberate in lifestyle choices that you make. These are the items actually what makes your sustainable weight management makes them to be realistic. You understand? So, for a diet is number one, consistent physical activity, behavioral modification, as well as lifestyle choices. So, let's look at key sustainable weight management strategies. Number one is that you must set a realistic goal. You must set a realistic goal. You see, when it comes to weight management, I have said during our 100 days fitness blueprint, in case you're new, you can go check it out on the channel. 100 days fitness blueprint will cover, what to do to make weight loss easy during the 100 days fitness blueprint. You see, when you want to start weight loss, you must aim for a gradual weight loss and set it to be at realistic. For instance, can you lose 5 kg in a week? Yes. Can you lose maybe 7 kg in a week? Yes. But it's not sustainable. You understand? So that means if you lose it in 1 week, if you lose more than 1 to 3 kg in 1 week, and your body cannot be able to compensate for what can sustain it for the subsequent week, you are most likely going to fall back and even gain heavier than you actually what you actually lost. So it's the reason why you focus on what can be gradual and what is sustainable. For instance, a good example of a weight that is realistic that you can actually lose in 1 week, and it will not have a very negative effect on your body system, and you can actually sustain it over a long period of time, is between 0.5 kg to maximum 2 or 3 kg. Now, this can actually vary depending on your body metabolism or body metabolic ratio. That means the rate at which your body breaks down nutrients, or the rate at which your body breaks down uh, calories. You understand? So this will be one of the biggest factor as to how the number of kg that you actually lose in a week. Then focus on health related goals. For instance, your energy level, your endurance, rather than just appearance of numbers, or your appearance or numbers that actually what or your skills. You see, after setting realistic goal, you also have to focus on health related goals. For instance, your energy level. Now that you started fitness, has your energy level, has it dropped, or it has reduced? Now, when you start fitness, your energy level is expected to actually what to move higher, or to get better than it used to be. Your endurance is expected to actually what to get better than it used to be. So when you are setting your realistic goal, this actually should be the items that you actually want you should actually look at, rather than just looking at your numbers on the scale. Look at the things that you actually were not able to do before, and how easy, or if you can now do them. And if you're actually doing them before, look at the ease at which you are now able to do them at the moment, compared to how easy it was to do them previously. So these are the things you're going to be looking at. Then number two is adopting of balanced nutrition. You see, emphasis here is should be on vegetables, should be on fruits, should be on lean proteins, whole grains, as well as healthy fats. You understand? So that means for you to have a good sustainable weight management lifestyle, you must go with a lot of vegetables, must go with a lot of fruits, a lot of lean proteins, whole grains, as well as healthy fats. You understand? Then practice portion control and mindful eating. You see, portion control helps play a lot of role in helping to control the quantity of food that you actually eat. Then avoid extreme diets that eliminate entire food groups unless medically necessary. Now, when we say avoid extreme diets, there are some diets that actually totally eliminate some food groups out of your particular diets. You understand, or but from your particular meal. You understand. So you should be very careful with such kind of diets. For instance, you might heard of diets whereby person who intend to lose weight, he'll be told that do not eat carbohydrate at all, or do not take this kind of food at all for any reason. You understand? So those kind of diet are diet that you should actually what not you should be careful with. Don't integrate those kind of diets into your nutritional practice in a hurry, unless it is medically prescribed. If it's medically prescribed, maybe for health reasons or for the good of your own health, then it will be good, or it will be okay to actually want to do that. Then number three is regular physical activity. You see, when you are setting you set a goal, working on balanced nutrition, also have to look at you also need to look at a physical activity as well. And this you have to combine. It should be a combination of cardiovascular exercise, strength training, as well as flexibility exercise. Understand? And if you are a busy person, aiming for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise per week should be your minimum that you should be actually working towards, or it should be a baseline for your activity level or if you're also a beginner, you can also work with this timeline as well. A week, 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity per week. And choose enjoyable activities to increase adherence. You understand? Activities which you actually enjoy, it can be easier for you to actually want to adhere to this kind of activity, because you won't have difficulties in doing them. Then monitor progress. Number four, monitor progress without obsession. Now, how do you monitor progress without obsession? Let's assume that maybe you're working on weight loss. It is not every day that you come for workout. Maybe you work out at the gym. That every day before workout you check your weight. So as you've completed your workout, you check your weight. The next day you repeat the same routine. No, that is already obsession. You understand? So you just want to know how the weight loss is happening. No, that's obsession. Monitor progress without obsession. For instance, like I said, look at the things that are physiologically taking place within you prior to when you started fitness program versus now that you've now started fitness program. You look at sleep pattern or sleep quality, your mood, your clothing fit. Like I said that in some cases, I think I talked about my last topic as regard weight loss versus fat loss, and I said that your clothing fit is one of the easiest example to know that you are losing fat, and it may actually not be reflected on your on the scale. If you check your weight on the scale, it may not be reflected, but when you put on your previous clothes, then maybe they were actually tight. When you put them on, you'll discover that there is now there's now a little expansion, or a little they are no more fitted to your body like they used to be. You now have a better mood than you used to have previously, and proud to why you started fitness. You understand? And you can also use another way of monitoring your progress without obsession. Is you can use tools like food journals or fitness apps in moderation. When you say food journals or fitness app, you can look at journals that talks about food, read. So it does not look as if your uh, the person who is your coach or your nutritionist is just is just wanting to convince you into abandoning the food that you've always loved. You understand? So when you look at food journals, you look at articles, publications from other uh, authors, from other writers who have who are writing science-backed or research-backed publications. You understand? So this will actually what help you to monitor your progress. Then number five, prioritize sleep and recovery. You see, we've we've actually said this time past that sleep and recovery is a major part of fitness and in the achieving of fitness goal. For instance, poor sleep disrupt hormones like the ghrelin and the leptin. When these particular hormones are active, they increase your appetite and your cravings. There's a reason why you discover that if you've not disciplined yourself enough, if you are actually awake by either by 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., there is a kind of a funny appetite and cravings that you have, and you want to go to the refrigerator to get something to drink, or you want to go to the kitchen to serve food to eat. You understand? And if you have your way to even make food by that particular time, you make food and you serve, and you serve to eat. Why? Because your body is not at rest at that particular moment. So your leptin and the ghrelin, which are supposed to actually uh supposed to be at rest at that particular time, they are active, and they will trigger uh appetite, and they will trigger cravings. So prioritize sleep for minimum, aim for 7 to 8 hours every night. Then stay hydrated. Like I've always said that water is cheap, uh, for its function, water is cheap, irrespective of how much a bottle of it is sold wherever you live. Water aids digestion, it aids metabolism, it also aids appetite control. You see, the function of water cannot be overemphasized. Its function cannot be overemphasized. And sometimes taste is mistaken for hunger. That means if you are thirsty, it might looks as if you're actually hungry. No, it's not hunger that is there. You're just thirsty. You need to drink little water and get back to whatever thing that you're doing. Then number 7 is manage stress effectively. You see, chronic stress actually elevates cortisol, which can lead to overreacting and which can lead to overeating as well as fat storage. So if you do not manage stress effectively, can actually what lead to unnecessary storage of fat as well as overeating. The moment you are overeating, the body will devise means just to what to store fat, excess fats away from the blood for later use. So if in the future you also there is no opportunity for your body to actually what use that, because you keep eating and you keep eating and you keep eating, so there is no opportunity for your body to use the fat that it has stored for a very long time. It continues to store more until this fat begins starts becoming a harm to the body system again, because they are not being utilized. Then incorporate stress relief techniques like meditation, breathing exercises, as well as other hobbies as a way of managing stress effectively. Number 8, avoid all or nothing thinking. That means avoid all thinking. That means thinking that you can't just be on your own and you are just think at random. You think about things that won't actually uh things that won't actually uh lead you progress. It can actually create low level stress. If you continue in that, actually in that aspect, can actually skyrocket your thought process. You understand? And under yes, doing as a way of doing this, you have to be flexibility and consistency in whatever that you do can actually help you. You understand? Then build support systems. When we say support system, build uh systems that can actually help check on you. You understand? You, whether you like it or not, no matter how strong you are, you need somebody who can be like a bracing system, or who can be like uh, let me use the word, who can do an evaluation of you, or who can give you a support, or who can aid your growth in that particular fitness journey that you started. You understand? This could be your friends, this could be your family, this could be your fitness buddies, people whom you found in the new fitness community, maybe even your fitness coach, dietitian, your therapist, whom can actually call you to order, and who will be interested in your growth. And in most cases, in cases of your coach, if it entails you adding an extra box, if that will make him be what will make him to do his job, then it's important, then you can consider adding that for him, just to ensure you get the necessary results that you actually need. Number 10, focus on behavior change, not just outcome. You see, your behavior plays a major role in your fitness journey, in having a sustainable weight management result. You understand? Build sustainable habits, regular meal timing, active commuting, as well as reducing screen time. Break your large goals into manageable daily actions. That means if you have goals that are actually very big, very large, break them into sub goals that you can easily achieve on a daily basis. Then number 11, plan and prepare your meals. This will actually helps you reduce reliance on processed food as well as fast food. For instance, if today you already plan what you're going to be cooking today, you plan what you're cooking tomorrow, the day after, and so on and so forth. It will reduce your reliance on, purchasing of processed food or fast food. But majority of the time, the reason why you are buying processed food or fast food is simply because, you don't know what to eat at the moment, or you know that there's nothing at home, since just buying processed food or buying fast food will just kind of be an easy escape route for you, which on the long run will actually create an injury to you or your body system. So plan your meal and prepare it ahead. Then this actually also help you control calorie intake and food quality. You see, not just calorie intake. When it comes to meal, nutrition, and dieting, I'm a fan of food quality. So even if the food is very small, but it's qualitative, I prefer it to food that's as large as this, but it has zero quality. You understand? Whether you like it or not, majority of people who are living in our current dispensation at the moment are paying premium for poison. What they are eating, they believe is food, but in the real essence, what they are paying for is poison. You understand? Because majority of food that they are eating, they are poisonous, and they contain what will create they are eating what will be detrimental to their health, or they are eating what is detrimental to their health, both on the short term and on the long term. The only thing that they are enjoying from such foods that they're actually consuming is the taste of the food while they are eating it. That's the only benefit they will get from the food that they are eating. Majority of people are eating in our current dispensation. So do not add to those number. Then number 12, strategy of sustainable weight management is be patient and be consistent. For instance, understand that plateaus and setbacks are normal. In your weight management tips, it will get to a point whereby you might not see the figure on your scale. It will not be moving anymore. Keep calm. They are normal. It will happen. If you have not experienced it, it will happen. But stay calm. And what you just have to do. There are a few things you can actually help fixing that. One is to change your programs, change your work routine. If you're doing maybe cardio on Monday, strength on Tuesday, or you're working by muscle group, you can now alternate it. Then also increase intensity, and take more water, add more vegetables, add more fruits, and it will take a little time. It might take a little time for the plateau to actually to break through. Then you can also add those special programs, for instance, high intensity programs, and those kind of training programs can actually help you to actually break through fitness plateaus easily. If you check through our 100 days fitness blueprint, from day 45 to day 60, talks about advanced fitness training technique. You can check that in the 100 fitness blueprint is here on the channel. You can do research on that and you see it. So, long-term change requires ongoing motivation and ongoing adaptation. So you need that for your uh, weight gain, weight management to actually be sustainable, and needs a holistic long-term approach to manage it, a healthy body, to manage it towards achieving a healthy body. It requires consistency and consistent efforts in nutrition, physical activity, mental health, lifestyle habits. That means what would you do on day-to-day basis, and not just quick check results. Focus on healthful, enjoyable, and achievable practices that will lead you to a long-lasting success. If you have a question, do well to drop it in the comment section. Use the comment section to tell me if this video has actually helped you, or if it has also helped you. Use the comment section, and I'll be waiting to help you. If this particular video has not helped, do another video to address your pain points. Peace. Moses the Fitness Master. Talk to you in the next one.